Thank you for joining us today as we play Psycho Battlegrounds. We're going to have some fun here with good old Santa Claus and see what kind of skills Santa Claus has and if he is good at fighting. While we do that, let's enjoy some stories about instances where Santa Claus had to fight to save his opportunity to deliver presents. Santa Claus and the battle for Christmas Eve. The wind howled over the North Pole as Santa Claus reviewed his final list. Everything was ready, presents wrapped, reindeer harnessed, and the sleigh packed with cheer. But just as he stepped onto the snow-covered launch pad, the sky darkened, and a chilling voice echoed through the Arctic air. "Not so fast, Claus," hissed a shadowy figure emerging from the swirling snow. It was Krampus, the ancient demon of mischief, flanked by an army of ice imps and gremlins. "Christmas has gone on long enough. This year we put an end to it." Santa's eyes twinkled, but his expression grew stern. "You know I won't let that happen, Krampus. Christmas is about joy, kindness, and hope." Krampus cackled. "Then try to stop us." With a wave of his clawed hand, the storm intensified, and a thick barrier of enchanted ice blocked Santa's workshop. The reindeer stomped and snorted, unable to move. Mrs. Claus and the elves rushed out, rallying to Santa's side. "We have to fight back," shouted Jingles, Santa's head elf. "The children of the world are counting on us." Santa nodded. "All right, team, let's spread some Christmas magic." With a flick of his gloved hand, Santa summoned the magic of the North Pole. His cane shimmered, sending golden light spiraling into the sky. At once, the enchanted snowmen of the North Pole came to life, their coal eyes glowing with warmth and determination. The elves, wielding candy cane staffs, formed ranks, ready to defend Christmas. The battle raged across the frozen tundra. The ice imps hurled shards of frost, but the elves countered with enchanted snowballs that exploded in bursts of festive energy. The reindeer, now freed by Santa's magic, charged forward, their antlers glowing like Christmas stars as they cleared a path. Santa himself faced off against Krampus. The demon lashed out with dark magic, but Santa countered with a mighty swing of his sack, sending waves of holiday cheer that melted the icy shadows. With one final burst of magic, Santa conjured a glowing star, a piece of pure Christmas spirit, and hurled it at Krampus. The star struck true, engulfing Krampus in a warm golden light. The demon shrieked, his form dissolving into harmless wisps of snow. His minions, seeing their leader defeated, scattered into the night. The barrier around the workshop vanished and the snowstorm calmed. Santa dusted off his coat, took a deep breath, and climbed onto his sleigh. "No time to waste. Christmas is saved, but I still have presents to deliver." With a crack of the reins, the sleigh lifted into the sky. "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night," Santa called as he disappeared over the horizon, victorious once more in his eternal mission of joy and giving. Well, that was a really cool story, and we are so glad that Santa was able to defeat Krampus. But how does Santa's magical and mystical powers really work? Well, let's find out. Light versus shadow, the power of Christmas spirit. Santa's magic is rooted in pure Christmas spirit, joy, kindness, and hope. When Krampus unleashed his dark magic, it manifested as cold shadows, feeding off fear and negativity. Santa countered this with his golden holiday light, which radiates warmth and dispels darkness. This magic worked much like a warm fireplace, melting away winter's chill, breaking Krampus's icy spells, and dissolving fear wherever it touched. Enchanted objects. Santa's magical arsenal. The cane of cheer. Santa's cane wasn't just for walking, it acted as a conduit for Christmas energy. With a tap, it could summon protective barriers, heal allies, or send blasts of festive energy to repel attacks. The ever-filling sack. More than a bag of toys, Santa's sack could absorb dark energy and transform it into something good. When Krampus threw a bolt of shadow magic, Santa's sack caught it, twisted it into a burst of candy canes, and sent it right back. The sleigh's starfire trail. As Santa took off, His sleigh left behind trails of shimmering stardust that disrupted dark magic and sealed away evil forces, living Christmas cheer, strengthening his allies. Santa's magic didn't work alone. It empowered those who believed in the spirit of Christmas. Elves and snowmen. The elves' candy cane staffs became weapons of light, their snowballs exploding with festive energy. The enchanted snowmen, animated by Santa's magic, formed an icy defense that withstood Krampus's frost blasts. Reindeer power up. When Krampus's minions tried to freeze them, Santa whispered a Christmas wish, and their antlers lit up like holiday stars. With newfound strength, they shattered the ice spells and charged through enemy lines. The gift of redemption, the star of Christmas spirit. The final blow wasn't about destruction. It was about turning darkness into light. Santa conjured a star of Christmas spirit, pure and radiant, and hurled it at Krampus. Instead of obliterating him, it filled him with overwhelming joy and warmth, something he hadn't felt in centuries. Unable to sustain his dark form, Krampus melted into harmless snowflakes, his power neutralized. Santa's magic is all about restoring balance, turning negativity into joy, and ensuring that hope prevails. That's why he never truly destroys his foes. He redeems them. Wow, so that is how Santa's power works. Are there other creatures out there who could also challenge Santa Claus? There are several mythological beings from folklore and legend that could challenge Santa's power in different ways. Here are a few worthy adversaries. 1. The Yule Cat, Jolakuturin, the devourer of the unworthy origin, Icelandic folklore. This monstrous feline prowls on Christmas Eve, preying on those who haven't received new clothes for the holiday. Unlike Santa, who rewards the good, the Yule Cat punishes the unprepared. Challenge. Its dark magic could interfere with Santa's ability to deliver presents, and its razor-sharp claws could tear through his enchanted sack. Santa would have to outwit or pacify this beast before it ruined Christmas spirit. 2. The Frost Giants, Jotnar, ancient forces of ice origin, Norse mythology. These towering beings of frost and chaos could bring an endless winter, freezing the North Pole itself and imprisoning Santa's workshop in ice. Challenge: they are immune to conventional magic and would require Santa to call upon his warmest, most powerful Christmas spirit to thaw their frozen hearts, or strike an uneasy truce through a legendary contest of holiday feats. 3. Baba Yaga, the Winter Witch origin, Slavic folklore. A cunning sorceress who lives in a house that walks on chicken legs, Baba Yaga is known to test those who seek her out. If displeased, she devours them. Challenge: she could cast dark enchantments over the sleigh, forcing Santa to navigate twisted, impossible paths. Santa would need to bargain with her, perhaps by proving his wisdom through riddles or gifting her something she secretly longs for, like the warmth of a true holiday spirit. 4. Gryla, the Christmas ogre origin, Icelandic folklore. Mother of the Yule lads, Gryla snatches naughty children and boils them into stew. Challenge: she despises Santa for rewarding children, undermining her role as a punisher. She might try to sabotage Christmas by turning the naughty list against him, tricking misbehaving kids into joining her cause. Santa would have to redeem even the naughtiest children to defeat her. 5. The Wild Hunt, the Riders of the Storm origin, European folklore. A ghostly procession of spectral riders that gallops across the sky, the Wild Hunt is said to sweep away souls during winter storms. Challenge: they could hijack Santa's Christmas Eve flight, pulling his sleigh into their endless cursed journey. Santa would need to race them, outfly them, or even find a way to turn them into a benevolent force, perhaps by offering them a chance at redemption, guiding lost souls home instead of taking them away. 6. The Wendigo, the spirit of hunger. Origin: Native American folklore. A terrifying entity that embodies insatiable hunger and winter's cruelty, the Wendigo is drawn to greed and selfishness. Challenge: if enough people lose faith in Christmas and turn to materialism over kindness, the Wendigo could grow strong enough to drain Santa's magic. Santa would have to restore true Christmas spirit by inspiring generosity and selflessness before the Wendigo consumed all holiday joy. 7. The Calicanceroi, the Chaos Goblins. Origin, Greek folklore. These mischievous goblins spend the year trying to saw down the world tree, only to be distracted during the 12 days of Christmas when they rise to the surface to wreak havoc. Challenge, they could sabotage Santa's workshop, tangling presents, disrupting deliveries, or even stealing the sleigh. Santa would need to trick them back into the underworld before they cause too much chaos, or convince them to help, perhaps with the promise of an endless feast of holiday treats. 8. Perchta, the dual-faced goddess. Origin, Alpine folklore. A winter spirit who rewards the kind and punishes the wicked, Perchta has two faces, one beautiful and kind, the other hideous and vengeful. Challenge, she may see Santa as an unworthy usurper of her role, believing he is too lenient. She could challenge him to prove the value of kindness over punishment, setting up trials where he must show that even the naughtiest child can change. Each of these beings would challenge Santa in a unique way, testing his wisdom, magic, and the true strength of Christmas spirit